Warning, pussies, snowflakes, and fans of the View will not make it to the intro. Please just fuck off now. And for those of you who are not dickless, pickle-licking bitches, what's up, motherfuckers? Wishing you folks a gracious good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be for you, wherever in the world you folks may be. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a couple minutes. I certainly appreciate that, man. We're going to get into some fucking videos. We're going to make fun of some motherfuckers. That's what the fuck we do over here. Listen, you guys want to know what I learned? Okay, I'll tell you what I learned. You want to know what's fun about being sober? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. As a matter of fact, the biggest problem that we have with society today is that nobody fucking drinks from the skulls of their fucking enemies anymore. That's what the fucking problem is, man. That's why Democrats don't drink. It interferes with their fucking suffering. There's spirits in my whiskey. There's bacteria in my water. I'm drinking the motherfucking whiskey. Everybody loves getting fucked up. As a matter of fact, I started a fucking parade in the ghetto. You wanna know how I did it? I rolled a 40 bottle down the street. Whole goddamn parade fucking started. Apparently pissed the fucking bartender off. Usually my very last drink of the night, I may order a Bloody Mary, but you know when you piss the bartender off, you order a Bloody Mary and a bitch leaves a fucking string in it. Hey, you motherfuckers ever notice the only time people want to have a serious conversation with you about your drinking is when you're fucking inebriated? Have you ever noticed that shit? How fucking annoying is that? Listen, I'm not a fucking alcoholic. Alcoholics go to meetings. I'm a fucking drunk. We motherfuckers go to parties and have fun. That's what the fuck we do. On top of that, I know I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics need a drink. I already have one. And I'll be damned if I'm going to take drinking advice from somebody who's so fucking old they went to high school on chariots. I'm not doing it. I don't want to live that long. I don't want to live as long as you. You're fucking crazy. I'm trying to go smoke that heavenly herb. You imagine how fucking good the weed is in heaven, how fucking smooth the whiskey is? You motherfuckers know what time it is, man. I got these 3 fucking videos for you. The first one comes from Legend by Nature. This one is when the pigs just fabricate shit so they can do their illegal searches and your car smells like weed. Is it any coincidence that these people had a pending lawsuit? Let me know. Is this harassment? Folks, tell me. The second video comes from the Random Patriot. Okay, in this video, there was a woman. There was actually a small group of people who were peacefully protesting outside of DCF, whatever. So they're protesting out there because these people, just like the rest of America, now know that these people that do that, if you can get a kid and sell this kid into the sex trade, they're like 20, 25 grand a kid that you can do that. Fucking insane. Disgusting. But this is when a woman is peacefully protesting outside of a child protective services and she just gets her fucking ass whooped for it. Check that out, man. Let me know how you guys feel about that. The very last video comes from Ashley Rezi, some shit, maybe. I don't even know how the fuck to say her name. But this is what, okay, I'm confused about this one. This van was pulled over. The van belongs to the passenger. The passenger switched seats with the driver because the passenger was feeling tired. She's a terminally ill cancer patient. She had her gabapentin in the driver's side door while she was in the passenger seat. Police argued, number one, that gabapentin is a narcotic. Gabapentin is not a fucking narcotic. But the police officer's argument was because there was a different driver in the seat and these gabapentin pills were in the door, that somehow now this is illegal because it was in arm's reach of the driver. So now somehow the driver became responsible for this medication. That clearly belongs to the passenger. But let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys think of the 3 videos. That being said, you know what time it is, man. We're judgment free over this motherfucker. We do what the fuck we want. So whatever you do, man, roll it up, twist it up, lay it up, spark it up, shoot it up, whatever it is you motherfuckers do to get there with me, man. Pour your motherfucking drinks. Let's bust up some weed, put some gas in the air, and get right into these videos. Legend by Nature. Show us how these pigs fabricate some shit, man. Let's fucking
Hey, how you doing? Sergeant Wilson, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Reason stopped you, your headlights out. Okay?
I hear you.
All right. Got your registration? You got a driver's license? Okay, do you have a driver's license? That's what I'm asking you.
That's mighty.
Okay. Listen, you have to have a driver's license in the state of Ohio. What's your social? Go ahead and step out there. Send me another unit. Phone in the car. You're failing to ID yourself.
No,
I ask you for yourself. That does not have any information. Does that have your date of birth on it?
Yeah, it does.
Does it? Okay.
I just gave it to you.
Have a seat there.
It's a government ID, dude. It's government.
This is a passport.
It's a government United States government ID, bud.
October 8th, 1980.
There you go.
Okay, do you have a driver's license?
That's there it is.
Do you have it?
That is all I'm giving you.
Have a seat.
Just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
4004, he's on 19. Looks like they just disconnected. I'm not sure if he's copying, but Post is going to have a unit head your way.
Football's a physical game.
Okay.
4004, I got a hold of 4010 via 19. He's going to head that way as well.
Okay.
Well, I'm familiar with that. No, if it's who I'm thinking is, I've had 69 charges on him while I worked county 27.
Alright, didn't want to give me a driver's license, gave me a passport card. I'm issuing a citation.
Local return. New state return.
So 4004, we located that male
Person.
Signal 15.
Male.
Who is it?
42. 42. Male.
Negative.
White. 42. 42.
You don't have his address on, brother.
White.
910, 4004. If you're available, give me a 19.
New state return.
Okay.
I'm gonna run my dog.
Yep, while we're doing that, go ahead and run ARCA, and we'll, he's being a...
He'll have to identify himself fully.
Yep.
If she hits. Which he has to anyways because he's driving. But anyway, so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to give him the instructions. If you can stand at the front over there, because if he drops his hands, then he's going to go to cuffs.
All right.
None of them have valid OL.
Here, quick.
Nine 10, stand by. My phone's restarting.
Okay.
4010's running K9 on, working on citation.
4004.
Good. Log positive indication. And go ahead with your track. Sovereign.
What's up, man?
That's Sovereign.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is what he gave me for an ID, refusing to give me any other information. So the truck returns to a... Okay. up a photo
New
of him
state
because
return. New state return.
The United States of America passport is not.
he said that's a valid government ID. I said, okay.
Oh, I.
So, hey, go ahead and pull him out and go ahead and start. I'm still trying to ID and make sure we've got the right one. Hi.
Yeah, something like that. Somebody could.
Leave the phone in the car.
It's my phone.
Leave the phone in the car.
For what? I can't record?
Yeah, it's recording.
You know that's a felony, don't you?
Not when you're being detained, bud.
What am I getting detained for, son?
You're being recorded too.
That's good.
You're being
That's good.
you're being
It keeps
detained.
everything transparent.
You're being detained
Okay.
because the dog gave a positive indication on the
That's
car.
bullshit. You know it is, but that's fine.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
You want to tell me what your address is? Okay. Well, then you're probably going to go to jail until I can positively identify
I just
you.
gave you my ID.
That is not a valid ID. That does not have your. That is not a driver's license. I'm asking you for a driver's license.
What, do you want my?
I want your driver's license.
Name, date, birth, and address, right?
Yeah. Gotta make sure I have the right person. All right, put your hands behind your back. You're not under arrest this time. You're just being detained.
For what crime?
You're being detained.
For what?
You're not under arrest. You're being detained. While we search the vehicle due to a positive indication for the odor of narcotics coming from the vehicle.
This is harassment.
How's it harassment? I don't know you. No, I don't. How do I know you?
Because I got a fucking federal lawsuit against the whole goddamn fucking up there in the county. You know this is harassment. You know exactly what it is. But that's
Put him in the back of your car.
It's harassment, guys.
I do not know who you are, but go ahead. All right, go ahead. Step out for me. Leave everything in the vehicle. No. No.
I'm gonna smoke it right here.
No, you're not. You're being detained too.
For what?
Because the dog gave a positive indication on the car. You're being detained. Step
That
back
is
here.
illegal.
It's not illegal.
Yes, it is.
Put your hands behind your back. I'm not doing this
No,
crap with
no.
you guys. You are being detained.
For what? I was a passenger in the vehicle.
It doesn't
for what?
matter.
Yes, it does.
Put your hands behind
You
your
have to articulate what I've done wrong.
The dog indicated to the presence of narcotics in the vehicle.
Really? And when you don't find anything, then what? Because we already have a lawsuit against Jackson.
I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
The dog gave a positive indication for presence of narcotics coming from the vehicle. Put your hands behind your back.
Then what?
Put your hands behind your back, or you're going to go to jail.
No, you can detain me by sitting here and talking to me.
You're about to be
Not putting
arrested.
your hands on me. This is harassment.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm making this a lot worse. Y'all are lying right now, and it's harassment because we have a lawsuit against Jackson County.
I don't know who
And
you
it's
people
bullshit.
are.
You know exactly who we are. All of you know
Turn
exactly
around.
who know all of this. You all know all this.
I stopped you because you had a headlight out.
Okay, and he gave you identification, correct? That's a traffic stop, right? That's a traffic stop, correct?
I am not going to have this conversation with you.
That's a traffic stop, correct? So why are you detaining me as a passenger?
Because you are a passenger in a vehicle that the dog gave a positive indication.
Okay, and when you don't find anything,
I don't care.
we're going to sue y'all again for harassment.
Sue us. Go ahead.
Okay, and everybody's recording, right?
Yep,
Everybody
sure
has
are.
somebody
Turn around. This is your last chance. Turn around.
Okay,
Put your hands behind your back.
Don't tell me that. You work.
You don't tell me.
You don't tell me shit either.
Turn around. Put your fucking hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Behind my back, buddy.
Relax.
No, it's not a relaxful situation. Oh, and you want to make it hurt, and you want to try to do physical shit? You want to try to physically harm me?
God, settle down.
Really? You want to physically harm me?
No, I'm not. You're the one moving your damn arm.
I feel what you're doing to my arm. I feel what
Jesus,
you're doing to my arm.
fucking people got to make things harder.
Oh, I got to make it harder? No, I was on my way somewhere, and y'all stopped us. You were given identification, and instead of taking the identification that you were given, which is a fucking government passport, instead you want to do all this bullshit because you know we have a lawsuit against
No, I don't know anything about lawsuit. Yep. Can one of you guys put her?
What about that? It's no secret of lawsuits.
Must be a secret of lawsuits. I don't even know. I've never heard these people. You got a child in the car? Okay. Before I said, be advised, we have 2 detained at this time. Administrative. So, just about had to go hands-on with the female because she told me she was going to stand right there and smoke a cigarette because what I was doing was illegal. And I told her she was being detained. And she said, for what? I'm a passenger in a vehicle. And I said, because the dog indicated the presence of narcotics on the car, I'm not doing this with you. And then she wanted to get a little tussly, so she's in handcuffs too in the back of one of the vehicles. So just to give you a heads up of what's going on. So we're probably they're already suing JPD. I guess the city's in litigation with them now. So yep. So we're gonna be next.
Tell them if they're true sovereign citizens, they respect the sheriff's office.
Yep, I will.
Because it's an elected position, you're not a PD officer.
Right.
You got your body camera on, right?
Yep, sure do. So, alrighty. All right, brother. I see it. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
His ID's in here.
Imagine that. Okay. I'm going to finish this citation up so we can get them out of here. I'm going to cite him for the headlight violation.
Yeah.
So, and then if you find anything, let me know. I'm going to finish this citation real quick.
That cop's name and badge number. So it'll be on the ticket.
Yep, sure will.
He's yours.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you.
All right, see you, brother.
And my father, that $300,000 medical bills, and it was causing Randy to free, and that's just not justice. It's not fair.
All right, man. So listen,
I ain't got a problem with you. Like I told him, it's nothing personal. So, I know you're doing your job,
and that's it.
I know.
Right? I honestly have no idea who you guys are. I work for the sheriff's office, not the police department. I don't know what's going on between you guys, right? So all I was going to do is tell you had a headlight out and get you on your way. That was it, man. It did not, it did not have to go to this extreme, right?
I understand.
It's your right to fight it all you want, right? It was no disrespect towards you.
None toward you.
And I appreciate that. All right? So, you don't have a driver's license. It's suspended.
No, my license has never been suspended.
Okay, well, you're showing suspended.
So
No.
that may just have messed up with
courts.
Yeah. And if it is, then...
I had CDLs and everything.
Right.
I gave those up.
Okay. So you're showing suspended in the system. If it's a mistake, all you gotta do is bring the proof to court. They'll dismiss that charge. Okay? Bring your proof of insurance to court with you. All right? That's it. Court date.
I got full coverage insurance.
Okay. Yep. So just bring that with you. Court date's the 21st, 10 a.m. Okay?
Municipal?
Municipal. Yep. Okay. So that's yours.
Alrighty, I appreciate it.
You guys are free to go. All right.
Do I have to make it?
Does she? Yeah. Does she have valid driver's license? could I? I gotta verify she got a valid license. She ain't happy with me though. Huh? She won't give me her information. So that's what we're gonna get to. Hey, listen. This is what I'll tell you. All right.
She got a valid driver's license.
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna tell you leave it hard if she don't have a valid license.
She got a valid license.
So your phone? No, you're good. Your phone is on top of the thing, still recording. I didn't shut it off. Okay. But our policy is nothing comes out of the vehicle with somebody. Okay. It's our policy. It's for officer safety.
What about First Amendment?
Well, listen. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't shut it off. Right. But we were detaining you.
I understand. You did pretty good.
All right.
No, we did. What grade would you give us? What grade would you give us?
And don't twist my arm. Don't twist. Brutality. Ow! My arm! Ow! They're twisting my arm. They're twisting. I'm not resisting. You're twisting my arm. You're twisting my arm.
Get your sheriff here. Get those cuffs off of him. You have no right
Go right
to
ahead.
arrest him.
This is a protest. Carly. Get all their names and badge numbers. Get all their name and badge numbers. Okay.
What's your badge number, sir?
Get all their badge numbers.
Yours 317.
Yeah.
Samad?
I'm Sergeant Mike Samad. I'm the supervisor here. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is.
Nice to meet you. Yes, you did, right? Why are you walking? You're walking to arrest somebody. Why don't you want to be smart little bitch? Come on, you're arresting me, right? Get off my phone. Call it. I can move that. Oh, no.
I know your family.
He doesn't like my child, so I'm going to arrest him.
Yes, you can. You're under arrest warrant. I know exactly. Actually,
you guys want to take his phone, or are we leaving his phone with him?
Push back.
Why are you putting your hands on her?
Push back.
Get this. Get over here. He pushed her. He just pushed her.
I told you what my name is. Now push back. Push back. You can film it. You can film it from there.
Why are you hitting her?
Her chin is all bloody and bleeding.
You're hurting her.
Her chin is bleeding. She's bleeding on her chin, sir. She's bleeding on her chin.
I know who you are.
Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Did we come over here as gentlemen? Oh, of course they did. It's on film. You can see it.
You racist. Now look at her.
Grow up.
Look at her. Do you think that's okay? Help her. Help her. She's in pain. Flip her over. You're hurting her. What is this for?
I'm protecting the officer.
What is this for? Are you okay? Oh my God, you're hurting her.
Why is he being arrested?
Who? Her?
Both of them.
No, interfering authority. Let's get her up. Get her up.
Interfering.
What?
You are being charged for disorderly. Somebody is engaging in a protected.
No, using these cuffs up. Using these cuffs up. Using up.
Yes, we did.
No, sir, no, you didn't. So don't lie to me. Okay, I've been doing this for too long. Stop lying. I did come over. And Big Mouth started to...
Can I have your name?
I already played the fire.
You didn't want to be spoken to. What happened? I didn't hear you. We're not using the right code. I didn't.
So, ladies, they just smashed your face on the ground. It's all. Did you see your face was all bloody?
This is our life. We're to protect the peace. We're here to protect the peace of line. Get over yourself. Grow up.
Grow
Oh my God, yeah, grow up.
This is a First Amendment protected activity.
And we came over to protect those rights, but then you violated them. And we came over to protect those rights, but then you violated them.
I didn't.
Okay. But you want to be like a lawyer.
Very important. We've been down this road.
I don't know if he's going to send us 3 minutes long.
I'll go on to the station.
I have to go check.
Get all the guys. Okay.
Yours 317,
yeah,
Samad?
I'm Sergeant Mike Samad. I'm the supervisor here. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is
Okay, there's one. Okay. We're just trying to keep the peace.
So were we. And you came over here trying to threaten us.
You saw how we reacted? Did I come over as a gentleman? I came over as a supervisor.
Where's your phone?
Right in my hand, right here. Step away from me, man. Step away from me. Oh, no. I'm being arrested. Get out of traffic. Step to the sidewalk. You can film. But you can like my tongue. Just go to the sidewalk.
Is he under arrest for?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to tell you anything. Get on the sidewalk.
Actually, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Push back. I'm telling you to push back right now. I'm telling you to push back. Hey, you're coming into it.
Oh, I don't fucking stop.
You were there protesting the government. What were you protesting exactly? Let me ask you that.
Well, we were actually protesting the Department of Child and Family Services, DCF. And the reason why we were there is because a father had his child taken away, not from him, but from the mother. And DCF didn't contact him about, hey, can you take your child? We had to take him away from the mother. And they didn't call him at all. They've been giving him a bunch of hoops to jump through and a bunch of red tape. And every time he met to the goalpost, oh, sorry, moving the goalpost a little more.
Was he the man who was being arrested at the protest to begin with? Was that the man we're talking about?
No, there was a kid in a red jacket. His name is Nathaniel, and his son is also named Nathaniel. The tall black guy who was being arrested is my friend Sean. He ran for Boston City Council at large just the year before in 22. He lost, but he and Catherine Vitale still won or ran, but they didn't win. Catherine Vitale was also there because we had been there 2 hours.
Okay.
And Catherine and Shannon ended up going in at one point because Catherine's like, hey, you want to have fun with the megaphone? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? So I grabbed the megaphone and I'm running my mouth to a certain degree. I mean, like, hey, DCF, how much money did you give for every child you permanently place in foster care? What's the minimum? 15 grand per child? How much you get for the ones with disabilities? Hey, DCF, how many children did you lose in custody this year? I was like, last year was what, 300? I was like, you saw them on the black market? Where's the money for that? And then there were times where we were chanting. And like I said, we had been there like almost 2 hours. Like 1 or 2 cops showed up, like playing crossing guard or whatever. And then all of a sudden there were like 4 other cops that showed up. And then I was approached first by the supervisor. His name is Samard. Like he walked over to me and he's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, good, what's up? And he's like, you can't use that. And I was like, yes, I can. He's like, well, it violates the noise ordinance. And I was like, so? I'm like, you think the traffic going through here is any louder than this? I was like, whatever decimal level that is, like, no. Well, did you get a permit to protest? I don't need one.
To protest.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. I was like, it's called the First Amendment. I can protest anywhere I want. He's like, well, you're blocking the road. And I'm like, I don't see us blocking traffic. I was like, traffic's flowing just fine. I was like, if anything, it's slowing down because of you guys. So then it was, I'm too loud because I can't use the megaphone. I needed a permit to protest. I'm blocking traffic. I'm scaring people because what I'm saying and my swear words. You're in public. There's women and children around. So fucking what?
Sorry,
it's the public. Like yeah. I'm allowed to be.
That's freedom of speech.
So
yeah, exactly.
Right. This noise ordinance that you're trying to say with my megaphone is bull. It can't be any louder than the 4 tractor trailer trucks I just saw driving by here.
So then why and when does he arrest the other guy?
Well, after I got done, I was like, no, we don't. Like, I can protest and, you know, whatever, because it happened so quickly because Sean was a little ways down and he sees Samard walking over to me. He stood there for a second and then Sean walked up and approached. And Sean's like, what are you doing? What, like, you know, what's going on, officer? Like, whatever. And he tried to give Sean the same spiel. Now, Sean is like 6 feet tall, gay black guy, and he's a former military man. I think he was a Marine or something. Samard looks at him and he's like, well, I was just telling your friend here that, you know, you need a permit and she can't use the megaphone. And he's like, and he basically said the same thing. And at one point, Samard's like, if you don't stop, you know, giving me attitude or whatever, I'm going to arrest you. Or like, he said something along those lines, basically like, Sean, if you don't calm down, I'm going to put cuffs on you. And that's when Sean was like, oh, you're going to arrest me? Go ahead. And he turns around and he puts his hands behind his back. And I had already been recording for like maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, get my phone. And I'm like, where is it? And he's like, oh, it's in my pocket. And they're like, you need to back up. You need to back up. I'm like, fine. Like, I got my phone. I don't care. Like, what's your name and badge numbers? So when they told me to step back, it's like, fine, I did. So I stepped back and there I was again in front of Samard, the supervisor. He's like, oh, I came over as a gentleman. I was being peaceful. And I'm like, no, you weren't. I was like, yeah. I was like, we were being peaceful. You're the one that came over here threatening us. And Shannon again was like, what's he being arrested for? And you can hear in my video, I don't have to tell you that. And I'm like, actually, yes, you do. So then Samard got a little aggravated, not even with me, because I didn't say anything. So Shannon again was the one who was like, what's he being arrested for? I told you to get back. Just get back. He pushes us. No sooner than that happens, and I rewatched my video again because mine's like 50 seconds long. I rewatched my video. One of the cops, the cop that told me to step back, left Sean, came walking towards me and said, all right, you're coming too. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting cuffs on me. My phone falls out of my hand. And like they start pulling my arms back, and I thought that they were and again, the way that they were maneuvering on me, and in the heat of the moment, I thought that they were going to slam me on my face. Right. So I was like kind of tensing up, and I'm like, oh shit, you're not, like, you know, I'm thinking that in my head. And then the next thing I know, I'm literally getting pinned down on the ground. And I felt so much pressure on my body, and they're like really twisting my arm and like my wrists and my forearm, and they're pulling me back. Like I felt numb on my right arm for like a good 3 days, and I felt my face getting scuffed, and I was like, what the heck? And as I'm moving around, they put pressure so much on my face on the ground that I felt my sunglasses break on my face, and I just felt a lot of pressure. And you can kind of hear me in one of the videos, and I was stunned. I had no idea what just happened to me. I felt attacked, and I literally was, apparently, because they didn't say you're under arrest for this. At first, we were both charged with disturbing the peace and resisting arrest.
Yeah,
and they added disorderly conduct to him.
Interfering and disorderly. That's what he originally said in the video when he finally answers why Sean's being arrested. So, but I'm sure he did add resisting. I'm sure he did. And probably obstructing and anything else he can that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
So, I want to pause you for 1 second. So, in what world does it make sense that 2 or 3 grown men can come take a female, put her on the ground, break her sunglasses on her face, on the ground, scuff her up? Did you have a broken rib too?
2 broken ribs.
2 broken ribs. Breaks her ribs, scuffs her face up, puts her on the ground and handcuffs her because she's being too loud or asking questions that you don't like. Take away the fact that they're cops. Just genuinely, there's a woman saying something that 2 men do not like, or maybe too loud, or whatever they want to say, and then they literally break her ribs and break her sunglasses on her face and scuff her face up on the road. Like, how is that? And then they go home feeling like they're a hero, and their wife and kids probably think, oh wow, my dad and husband's a hero. Meanwhile, he's beating up a woman. That's what he did today. He beat up a woman because he didn't like what she was saying.
Yep.
Sergeant Mike Simard is our hero. Thank you, Sergeant. So did you did they take you to jail?
They brought me to booking. I was held in a cell for a while. $40 bail. I was released a little after 5 o'clock.
So did you go see a doctor that next Monday or something?
That following Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Okay.
Yep.
So actually, I want to back up just for a second. So you actually mentioned you felt the most pressure you ever felt on your body. Did you know your ribs were broken at that moment? Or did you even have I'm sure it's crazy and chaos, but...
Oh, the adrenaline was running wild, man. I was still in fight or flight mode, even until Thursday. I felt no pain initially. I was still you know.
Has anybody filed a complaint on him or anybody else?
That's in process.
In process? Okay.
Yep, lots of stuff is in process now.
They don't have body cam, I saw somewhere?
Not a single one of them was wearing a body cam. They got funded twice for body cameras. Still don't have them.
Do you have anything else you want to add before I kind of have... I might backtrack a little bit, but I don't want to stop your train of thought if you have it.
Well, the only other thing that really happened is when they brought me over to the cruiser, they started feeling around my body and my waist, and they found my firearm on me. I wasn't even thinking about that, and I have been carrying for a couple years now, and no matter where I go, unless it's places where I legitimately can't have it, I'm always carrying.
So you live in Massachusetts, so it isn't like you carried it to another state. Is Massachusetts, they aren't open carry state, so you have to have a permit there?
Yes.
Okay. So you had your permit though.
Yeah.
And so you were just doing as you always do with your permit, concealed. Okay.
Yep.
I was just curious how it worked. Okay. Please carry on. So you had it, they find it.
Yep. So they have it, they find it, they take it. And I asked for my firearm back while I was looking for my keys, and they're like, we can't give you that. I'm like, why? That's my property too. Well, you've committed a crime and we can't just turn that over. You're going to have to take it up with Waltham PD. They issued you the license. And then the next evening, about 4 o'clock or so, I get a phone call, and it was Waltham PD. And they're like, well, this is Officer Don Lawn. He's like, we have paperwork pertaining to your LTC. It's been suspended. I was like, why? And he's like, well, with the occurrences that happened yesterday, Lawrence Police notified Waltham PD that you have been deemed unsuitable and you need to surrender your firearms.
So, I'm going to explain this very quickly. If you don't unlock this door, you'll be charged with obstruct police, okay?
The
door was open, and now you locked it.
I have a video.
In plain sight, she had pills in the door.
That's my pills, though.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference. To the driver.
Pardon me?
It's accessible to the driver. So under the law, if it's accessible to
This is my van, though. Yeah, it does.
She is driving the vehicle?
No, it's my vehicle, though.
Then we're going to charge you with obstruct as well. So you need to open the door for us. Otherwise, we're going to have to take you out of the vehicle in a way you won't like. So
why? What did I do?
The window will be smashed, and you will be taken out of the vehicle unless you unlock the window. Unlock the door.
Okay, but what do you need the door unlocked for, though?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Why do you need the door unlocked?
Because we need to find out what those pills are.
Oh, they're mine, though.
It doesn't matter.
So you're just going to look at the name?
Okay, if you don't open the door,
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name on them?
Your vehicle is also going to be impounded, and you're going to be stuck here.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name?
Sorry?
Are you just going to look at the name, like the bottle?
Absolutely.
Oh. That's all I have to say. Those are my pills.
Okay. And what's your name, sorry?
Ashley.
No. Ashley?
Yeah? What do you mean, no? Those are mine.
I got that, but these are gabapentin.
Those are gabapentin, though.
She has cancer.
I got that, but these cannot be within reach of the driver.
They're what in the reach?
Your car smells like weed.
How does it smell like
Your car
weed?
smells like weed. So that is right in the cup holder, or the
Yeah,
door handle
'cause
as a driver. That's the driver position of the vehicle. That is right there.
Because we switched spots before we drove in.
We're just switching because I was tired.
So then you were driving then.
Yeah, I was
and then it's
driving.
still within reach of a driver.
But I have cancer. I have colon cancer. I'm terminal. And that's why I have all these pills.
But you cannot have medication like that? That's within...
I have medication all over because I had cancer and I have to have access to it. I just got discharged from the hospital.
Okay. When did you get discharged from the hospital?
Like a week ago, and that's why I have all these pills. Like I was supposed to get more, and I have Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay
Regional.
Okay.
And I have it from my pain doctor, Dr. Bizance, and he's the one who prescribed me all these pills, and I just picked them up, and that's why we have them in my vehicle.
I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand something. You cannot have these anywhere that is accessible.
But it's my vehicle, though. Like, where would I put it? Where am I going to put
it? Trunk then.
Why? I have to have it on my person because I have to take them all the time. I take them 3-4 times a day.
I let you talk, but you don't let me
No,
talk.
but I'm just saying I have to take them 3-4 times a day.
Now listen, stop talking and listen to me. If you don't want to get stopped here, you're going to listen to me, okay? You cannot have a narcotic within reach of anybody in the front seat, driver's seat of the vehicle.
Well, I did not know that. Like, can I just have my pills then?
But it doesn't. You cannot claim ignorance.
I'm not claiming ignorance because it's my vehicle.
Listen,
I was just driving.
Ignorance, just like you cannot claim ignorance if you didn't know that you can't kill someone.
I wasn't.
You can't have open alcohol. You can't have narcotics in the front seat.
It's not narcotic. I was driving, and I have cancer, though. I just told you.
It doesn't matter. So you're driving under the influence of narcotics? Is that what you're telling me?
No, because I'm not driving. Yeah, and I have
But you told me you were driving. You got tired. You switched. You told me you have to take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, I do, and then it says right on the pill bottle.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't affect my driving.
Gabapentin doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Not when you have colon cancer and you're terminal.
I understand. It doesn't matter whether you have cancer. Cancer doesn't improve your
driving. Yeah, it does.
Cancer improves your driving ability? It makes you a better driver?
It just those pills don't affect me, though.
I have no proof that you were the one taking them. I have no proof that she
Those are my pills.
All right, guys, so look, check it out. Everybody still okay? Everybody still hanging in with me? I certainly hope so. Now, check this out. The last video that you just saw, that's where it cut out at. There's no other information on this video that's been posted. Originally, this video came from fucking TikTok. There's no other updates on this video. There's no descriptions, just none of that shit. That's where the video cuts off. I don't know the end of it. I'm curious as to what you guys think, though. Do the police have a point? Were they right? Is that even? Were they right? I legitimately don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out, educate me. Let me know what your thoughts are. The second video came from the Random Patriot. Now, you guys seen how these pigs just beat the motherfucking bejesus out this little girl, and then broke 2 of her ribs, fucked her whole shit up. I also left in the interview the Random Patriot did with the woman who was assaulted. How you guys feel about that shit? In the very first video, Legend by Nature. Okay, these folks were pulled over. Maybe, okay, now the sheriff's department isn't the same thing as the regular police department, granted. However, something just seems a little fucking fishy about this. I don't know how you can have a fucking lawsuit going in pretty much the same jurisdiction and nobody fucking knows about it. I don't really understand, but who knows? Maybe they didn't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let me ask you folks, do you believe that they have yet another fucking civil suit on their hands? Let me know your opinion. Look, if you've made this far, you've made it all the way in. Very special thank you to those 3 channels. That was Legend by Nature, The Random Patriot, and Ashley Ray, whatever the fuck. If you folks are unfamiliar with these channels, I always leave the original links in the description. If you have a question that isn't covered in the video, I don't know. Click on the original link, ask the original uploader. Maybe they'll get back to you, maybe they won't. Most of the time they don't, I don't know. For even more content that you don't see on this channel, join us at the STFU Facebook group. I do Chris will entertain you motherfuckers with shit all day long that you do not see on this channel. If you want to come hang out with me on X, us FirstMPGH, baby. I'm always causing trouble. I'm always ruffling feathers. I'm always getting fucking bit. Really, there's no even real point to even follow me over there, because once every 3 days I get banned for something. So that being fucking said, man, listen, I know, I get it. Life fucking sucks. Everything is tough right now. You're broken. You're hurting. You're struggling. You're fucking surviving. You're rusted. Listen, all that is okay, man. Shiny fucking swords have never won a fucking battle. Never. Live your fucking life. Be spontaneous. Do whatever the fuck you want to do without being fearful, man. Today is the oldest and the youngest that you have ever fucking been, and tomorrow is not promised. Do not wait. Tomorrow is too late. That being said, put your motherfucking drinks up in the air, your coffees, your cigarettes, your joints, your whatever the fuck it is you have in your hand. Put that shit up in the air. Just know that you are important, cared for, valuable, unbelievably appreciated, especially to me over this motherfucker. And if no one has told you folks yet today, just know I love you over this bitch, man. And I will see you motherfuckers whenever the fuck I feel like posting another video. Cheers, guys. Stay safe.